I'm back here in the collection house at Groovy Plants Ranch, and I'm excited because we're finally releasing some plants from our collection here. This is the combined collection of both my collection and the collection of Bill Hendricks, and we've been propagating Rhipsalis, and we're finally ready to let some of our favorite Rhipsalis go for pre-orders before we put them in the store. And there's a good chance they could sell out before they ever make it, and that's why we're offering them to you first, so that you have a chance. If you're into really cool plants, you have a chance to get these before anybody else. And my first one is one of my all-time favorite Rhipsalis. I call it the toupee of the plant world. And this is Rhipsalis burchellii. I won't do it. I want to, but I won't. But it is a wonderful little plant. And if you look, it's like hair. And look at how the clumps grow off the plant. And these are still young. So these plants are going to develop really long strands. They send out these tendrils and then they branch out. And it's actually a cactus. Can you believe that? So this is what's called an epiphytic cactus. And it does produce little flowers. You'll get little berries on it. But it's a wonderful little plant, lower light, so it doesn't need as much light as a typical cactus, but can still go fairly dry between watering. And look at this branch starting to do its thing. These are wonderful little starts, again, from our collection, and we're just excited to be able to offer them. And you have a chance to grab them up before they go in store, but I don't think they'll ever make it out there because I think these are going to be pretty popular. So Rhipsalis burchellii is our first one, and we have one more for you. Our next plant from the vault, one of my all-time favorites, still fairly hard to find. This is Cissus quadrangularis. This is also known as the Veldt Grape. So this is from the Richter's Veldt of South Africa, and it's a super unique cacti-like grapevine. And what you have here is a very cactus-like plant, but it does have those grapevine leaves. Now, when the plant goes very, very dry, those leaves will actually fall off. But it's a super unique plant that puts on vigorous growth during the main growing season, and very rewarding from a hanging basket standpoint, easy to propagate, and does have those tendrils. But again, during the off season, it's like a cactus. So very similar to the Rhipsalis and some of the other epiphytic plants that we're featuring during this vault release, but just unique in its own right. And one thing that this plant does that's really cool, and many of the other Cissus do as well, is they produce these tiny little spheral growths, and we'll get in a little closer and show you those. But they're like these little glandular spheral sugar deposits, and they're actually just mineral deposits. I think they're a really cool feature of the plant. People always think they have like insect eggs on them, but when you look closer and you actually hold them, it's just a really unique feature of the plant. So this is an unusual plant. It is related to the grapevine family, but it's just an unusual succulent grapevine, and I think a perfect plant for you true hardcore plant lovers out there that are looking for something unique for your collection. And best of all, it's easy to propagate. You can take those stems and chop them and stick them. You can see right here we stuck a cutting, and it sent out a side shoot right here. And just as an example of what you can expect after several years, here's the mama plant, and it's pretty amazing. So there you have it, Cissus quadrangularis. Place your orders now and just come pick them up. It's a super cool plant straight from our collection. You can own your own little piece of Groovy.